Welcome to the Bootstrap Mogul Podcast, where we bring you the grassroots tips, tricks, and stories in everything entrepreneurship, digital marketing, and personal development. I'm your host, Andres Holguin. Hey everyone, welcome back to another exciting episode of the Bootstrap Mogul Podcast. I'm your host, Andres Holguin, and today we're diving into a topic that has the potential to revolutionize your business and honestly, your life. Yes, we're going to be talking about hiring a virtual assistant, or as everyone likes to call them, VAs. But before we jump into the meat of the topic, let me share a little story with you. So picture this, it's a random morning in the middle of the week about 2 years ago, and I'm sitting in my home office surrounded by what feels like an endless sea of sticky notes, to-do lists, and let's be honest, an unhealthy amount of coffee cups. My phone is buzzing with notifications, my email inbox is overflowing, and I'm trying to juggle client calls, project deadlines, and a million other little tasks. Sound familiar to anyone? Well, that morning I had a major deadline for a project that was crucial for my business, but I also had 100 other small but important tasks piling up. The stress was mounting and I could feel the burnout creeping in. That was the moment I knew something had to change. I realized I couldn't do all by myself if I wanted to grow and maintain my sanity. That's when I decided to hire my first virtual assistant, and let me tell you, it was a game changer. Suddenly I had someone to help, manage my social media specifically and my online activities, and the relief was almost immediate. It felt like a weight had been lifted off my shoulders, and I could finally breathe again. More importantly, I could focus on the high-impact activities that really drove my business forward. So in today's episode, we're going to talk all about hiring a virtual assistant. We'll cover why it's such a smart move for your business, how to know when you're ready to hire one, and the steps to finding the perfect VA for your needs. So, whether you're feeling overwhelmed by your daily tasks or you're just curious about how a VA can help you take your business to the next level, stick around. You won't want to miss this. So, let's dive into the nitty-gritty of today's topic, understanding the role of a virtual assistant. Now, if you're anything like I was a few years ago, you might be wondering, what exactly is a virtual assistant? Well, let's break it down. A virtual assistant, or VA, is a professional who provides various services to businesses or entrepreneurs from a remote location. They're sort of like your right-hand person, but instead of being in the office next door, they're working from their own space, be it their home, a co-working spot, or even a beach in Bali. And with the power of the internet, your VA can be anywhere in the world and still keep your business running smoothly. Now, you might be asking, what kind of tasks can a VA handle? Oh, let me tell you, the list is long and glorious. Here are some common tasks that VAs can take off your plate. So first, administrative tasks. Think scheduling appointments, managing your calendar, handling emails, and booking travel arrangements. These might seem small, but they can really eat up a lot of your time. Next, VAs can respond to customer inquiries, handle complaints, and even manage live chat support. They help ensure your clients always feel heard and valued. Next, social media management. From creating posts to engaging with followers, a VA can keep your social media presence active and engaging. And content creation, whether it's writing blog posts, creating graphics, or editing videos, VAs can help you produce the content you need to attract and retain your audience. Now, maybe you need to find the latest trends or gather information for a project. A VA can do the legwork and present you with the facts you need by doing some research. And they can also do bookkeeping, keeping track of invoices, expenses, and payments. A VA can help you stay on top of your finances. But wait, there's more. VAs, they're not just limited to these tasks. Their role can be as broad or as specialized as you need it to be. This brings us to the difference between general VAs and specialized VAs. Now, general VAs are like Swiss Army knives. They have a broad skill set and can handle a variety of tasks. They're great for covering your basic needs and can be an excellent choice if you need help in multiple areas. Now, on the other hand, specialized VAs focus on specific tasks or industries. For example, you might hire a VA who specializes in social media marketing, graphic design, or bookkeeping. These VAs bring a deep level of expertise to the table and can help you with more complex or technical aspects of your business. Now, if you have a particular area that needs expert attention, a specialized VA might be the way to go. And here's the amazing part. You can have both. Depending on your business needs, you might start with a general VA and then bring on specialized VAs as your business grows and evolves. So to recap, a virtual assistant is a remote professional who can handle a wide range of tasks to help keep your business running smoothly. They can free up your time, which allows you to focus on what you do best, growing your business. All right, so now that we've covered what a virtual assistant is and the types of tasks they can handle, let's talk about how to know when you are ready to bring one on board. This is such an important step because recognizing the signs can be the difference between thriving in your business or feeling constantly overwhelmed. First up, let's talk about some common signs that you need a VA. And trust me, these are all things I've experienced myself. First, if you're waking up every day with a sense of dread because your to-do list is never ending, it's a clear sign you need help. You should feel excited about your work, not weighed down by it. Now, maybe you're constantly scrambling to meet deadlines, or worse, you're missing them altogether. This can damage your reputation and stress you out big time. Now, if you find that administrative tasks are eating up a significant portion of your day, it's time to delegate. These tasks are essential, but they shouldn't be taking you away from the core activities that drive your business forward. Now, when you're stretched too thin, it's hard to maintain the high quality of work that your clients expect. So if you're noticing more mistakes or rust jobs, that's a red flag. And if you're so caught up in the day-to-day operations that you don't have time to plan for the future, your business growth will stall. A VA can take on those daily tasks, giving you the space to think strategically. Now let's talk about the impacts of not delegating tasks. And trust me, this one, it hits close to home. So when you try to do everything yourself, burnout is almost inevitable. You start feeling exhausted, both mentally and physically. Your passion and energy for your business start to fade, and that's a dangerous place to be, my friend. Decreased productivity is another biggie. When you're juggling too many tasks, your efficiency drops. You end up spending more time on things that could easily be handled by someone else, and your output suffers as a result. And then there's the issue of slowed business growth. When you're stuck in the weeds, you can't focus on scaling your business. Your growth stalls because you're not able to dedicate time to high-impact activities like marketing, networking, and product development. Now, let me share a personal reflection on when I realized it was time to hire a VA, even part-time. I remember it like it was yesterday. I was knee-deep in that work, trying to juggle client calls, respond to that amount of emails, manage my social media. I was working late into the night, and I was still feeling like I wasn't making a dent. My energy was drained, and I started questioning if I could keep up this pace. Now, I really, struggled with this. And so that's when I took the plunge and hired my first VA, which was, again, to help me with my social media. The relief I felt was incredible, and I wish I had made that decision sooner. So if any of this resonates with you, it's time to seriously consider hiring a VA. It can be a game changer for your business and your sanity. Now let's get into more details about how to hire the right VA. Trust me, with the right steps, you can find a VA who will be your business's best friend. So the first step in hiring a VA is to define your needs. Sit down and make a list of all the tasks you want to delegate. This could be anything from managing your emails, scheduling appointments, handling customer support, to creating content for your social media. I want you to be as detailed as possible. Think about what tasks are eating up your time and preventing you from focusing on the core activities that drive your business forward. Now, once you've defined your needs, the next step is to create a detailed job description. This is crucial because it really sets the expectations right from the start. Your job description should include a brief overview of your business and what you do, the tasks you want the VA to handle, the skills and qualifications you're looking for, the hours you expect them to work, and any specific tools or software that they need to be familiar with. Now, the more specific you are, the easier it will be to find the right person. So now that you have your job description, it's time to find your VA. There's several platforms where you can find VAs like Upwork or Fiverr, but there's also things like dedicated VA agencies, and they specialize in providing VAs. They usually vet their VAs thoroughly, which can save you a ton of time. And don't underestimate the power of word of mouth. Ask fellow entrepreneurs if they can recommend a good VA. Once you've shortlisted a few candidates, it's time for the interview process. Here are some key questions to ask. Can you tell me about your previous experience as a VA? What are your strengths and weaknesses? How do you handle deadlines and manage your time? Can you provide references from previous clients? Are you familiar with the tools and software I use? It's also important to check their references to get an idea of their work ethic and reliability. And before committing long term, consider having a trial period. I can't stress this enough because this allows you to see how well the VA performs and if they're a good fit for you and your business. So during this period, set clear expectations and evaluate their performance. Are they meeting deadlines? Are they communicating effectively? Are they delivering quality work? Use this time to make sure that they are the right fit. And finally, here are some tips for effective hiring. Make sure you are clear about your expectations, deadlines, and the scope of work. Regular check-ins can help ensure that everyone is on the same page. You also want to be sure that both you and your VA have a mutual understanding of what success looks like. This helps avoid misunderstandings and ensures smooth collaboration. And beyond skills, consider if the VA's working style and values align with yours. A good cultural fit can make the working relationship much more productive and enjoyable, and one that's not a good cultural fit can be a total nightmare. So now that you know how to hire the right VA, let's talk about how to onboard and manage them effectively. This part is super important because it sets the tone for a successful working relationship. Think of it like planting a garden, which I've been using as an example a few times because I've recently got into gardening, but you've got to nurture those plants to see them bloom. First things first, let's talk about the effective onboarding process. Onboarding is your chance to set your VA up for success right from the start. So here's how to do it. When your VA starts, make sure they have everything they need to hit the ground running. Provide clear, detailed instructions for their tasks, and don't assume they know what you want. You need to spell it out. Also, share any resources or documents that will help them understand your business better. This could be guides, standard operating procedures, also known as SOPs, or even videos that explain your processes. Next, effective communication is key. Set up channels where you and your VA can easily stay in touch. So tools like Slack or ClickUp and Asana are fantastic for this. Slack is great for quick chats and updates, and Asana and ClickUp are really good with task management and tracking projects. Make sure your VA knows how and when to reach you. Set expectations for response times and preferred methods of communication. Then spend some time training your VA on how you like things done. This might feel like a lot up front, but it really pays off big time in the long run. Start with smaller, less critical tasks. This gives your VA a chance to learn without too much pressure, and they get more comfortable, gradually increasing their responsibilities. Now let's move on to managing your VA. This is where the magic happens, folks. Here's how to keep things running smoothly. You want to schedule regular check-ins to touch base with your VA. This could be a weekly call or a quick daily chat, depending on your needs. Use this time to discuss progress, address any issues, and provide feedback. Don't wait for things to go wrong before you speak up. Regular feedback helps keep your VA on track and improves their performance. Next, set SMART goals. So having clear goals gives them a sense of direction and purpose. For example, instead of saying handle my social media, say I want to increase my Instagram engagement by 10% over the next 3 months. Review these goals regularly and adjust as needed. And celebrate when milestones are achieved to keep that motivation high. Also, use tools like Asana or ClickUp to track tasks and projects. This keeps everything organized and ensures nothing falls through the cracks. It also makes it easy for you to see what's been done and what still needs attention. And encourage your VA to update these tools regularly. This way, you always have a clear picture of their progress. And then building a long-term working relationship. Trust, transparency, and appreciation are the pillars of a strong working relationship. So be transparent about your expectations and any changes in your business. Trust your VA to do their job and show appreciation for their hard work. A little appreciation goes a long way. Simple things like saying thank you, acknowledging a job well done, or even small bonuses can make a big difference. All right, folks, that's how you onboard and manage your VA effectively. Remember, a well-managed VA is not just an employee, they're a partner in your business. So treat them with respect, communicate openly, and you will build a strong, productive working relationship that benefits you both. So I hope you're feeling excited about the possibilities of hiring a virtual assistant. Now, we're going to talk about the juicy part, the benefits of having a VA on your team. Trust me, once you hear these, you'll wonder how you ever managed without one. Let's start with one of the biggest benefits, increased productivity. When you delegate tasks to a VA, you free up a ton of your own time. This means you can focus on the high impact activities that really drive your business forward. Imagine not having to worry about scheduling meetings, replying to every single email, or posting on social media. Instead, you can focus on strategy, client acquisition, and business development. Your productivity will skyrocket because you're spending your time where it truly counts. Next up, let's talk about improved work-life balance. This one is close to my heart because I know how hard it can be to juggle everything. So when you have a VA handling the day-to-day tasks, you can reclaim your time and energy. This means more time for family, for hobbies, and self-care. You can finally take that yoga class, enjoy a meal without your phone buzzing, or just relax knowing that things are under control. A better work-life balance means you're happier, you're healthier, and you're more creative. It's a win-win. Now let's discuss cost effectiveness. Hiring a full-time employee can be expensive. You have to think about salaries, benefits, office space, equipment. But with a VA, you're only paying for the time and work that you need. So there's no need for extra overhead costs. Plus, many VAs work as independent contractors, so you're not even responsible for benefits or taxes. This makes hiring a VA a budget-friendly option for getting the help you need without breaking the bank. Finally, let's talk about the flexibility and scalability of your business operations. One of the most amazing things about VAs is that they offer flexibility. You can hire them for specific projects, seasonal work, or ongoing support. This means you can scale your support up or down based on your business's needs. Launching a new product and need extra help? Bring on more VAs. Things are slowing down? Scale back. This flexibility allows you to adapt quickly without the stress of long-term commitments. So to recap, hiring a VA can boost your productivity, improve your work-life balance, save you money, and give you the flexibility to scale your business operations as needed. These benefits aren't just nice to haves, they are game changers that can take your business to the next level. All right, folks, we've covered a lot of ground today about hiring a virtual assistant and how it can truly transform your business. Let's do a quick recap of the key points we discussed. So we defined what a VA is and how the various tasks that they can handle, from administrative duties to content creation and customer support. We also looked at the difference between general VAs and specialized VAs. We talked about the signs that you might need a VA, like feeling overwhelmed, missing deadlines, and spending too much time on administrative tasks. We also touched on the impact of not delegating tasks, such as burnout and slow business growth. We went through the steps to hire a VA, including defining your needs, creating a detailed job description, finding candidates, conducting interviews, and setting a trial period. We also discussed the importance of an effective onboarding process, setting up communication channels, providing training, and managing your VA with regular check-ins, and setting smart goals, as well as using project management tools. And finally, we highlighted the incredible benefits of hiring a VA, including increased productivity, improved work-life balance, cost effectiveness, and the flexibility and scalability of your business operations. Now, I want to take some time to encourage you to take a good, hard look at your current workload. Are you feeling stretched too thin? Are you missing on opportunities because you're bogged down with day-to-day tasks? If the answer is yes, it might be time to consider hiring a VA. Trust me, it can make a world of difference. Now, if you're ready to take the next step and explore how a VA can benefit your business, I have some fantastic resources for you. I want you to head on over to andresdoesbusiness.com and schedule a free strategy call with me. We can discuss your needs and how you can find the perfect VA to support your growth. Thank you so much for tuning into the Bootstrap Mogul podcast today. I hope you found this episode helpful and inspiring. And don't forget to subscribe to the podcast so you never miss an episode. Now, if you enjoyed today's show, please leave a review because your feedback means the world to me and helps other entrepreneurs find the podcast. And of course, follow me on Instagram at andresdoesbusiness for more tips, updates, and behind-the-scenes looks at my own entrepreneurial journey. Until next time, keep hustling, stay inspired, and remember, you don't have to do it all alone. There's a whole world of support out there waiting to help you succeed.